Hello everyone, this video is for 42-second PhD scholarship offered by University of Trieste. So as you can see that they have announced PhD scholarship for academical 2026 and 2027, and the deadline to apply in this scholarship is 25th May 2026. So basically they have three main disciplines like social science and humanities, then technologies and science, and life and health sciences. So to check the application detail, we have to open PhD call. So here is the call, and as I told you that there are three main disciplines, and inside these three disciplines there are three different courses being offered. So like artificial applied data science and artificial intelligence, biodiversity and evaluation and adaptation. Then these links are very important, so I can open one link for demonstration, and then you have to check and you have to read carefully this program website of your desired program. So this is the program website of PhD program in applied data science and artificial intelligence. So they have mentioned the mandatory documents in Italian language as well as in English language. So on the right hand side these documents are in English language, so your proof of identity like your passport. Then a second place they have mentioned that you should upload your CV, and in this format, and they have also mentioned that in your CV you should mention the marks obtained in the master course examination, then the master degree final rank, and then any postgraduate qualification, participation in research projects, attendance of theoretical, practical, internship and training, internship related to the topics of PhD program. So the purpose of mentioning these things that I always suggest you that if there is specific format of document, then you should follow that specific format. And if they have specific instruction, like here they have mentioned that for CV you should mention these information, so you should follow these instruction and you should mention these information in your CV. Then your obviously your university qualification documents like your master and bachelor degree, their transcript and diploma, and if you have not completed that, then your hope certificate. Then a thesis abstract, and for thesis abstract they have mentioned a specific format which is available in the form section, so you should download this template and you have to write your thesis abstract following this format. Then two letter of recommendation that should be uploaded by your referees directly on the university platform. Then they have mentioned that there are two positions without scholarship, and then there are 7 positions without scholarship. So they have also mentioned the topic of each scholarship. So if you apply for a specific topic, then you should prepare your research proposal on a given topic. So this is just for one program, but first you have to identify your most relevant program, and then you have to open their program website and you should read the detail carefully before starting your application. Now next we move to the generic call and to the generic information. So the deadline for the first session is from 22nd April 2026, and the deadline is 25th May 2026. So in this year, as I previously told you, that they have divided the calls into different sections. So University of Trieste has 2 sessions. The second section will be from 31st July to 31st August. But more important is if you have already completed your degree, or if you are expected to complete by 31st October 2026, then you can apply, and you should try to apply in the first session, and then you can expect the time frame or the outcome of your application by June 2026. So these are the application period. Then the application requirement that you should have your master degree, whether you have done from Italy or from any other country, and if you have not completed your degree yet, then if you expect to complete it by 31st October 2026, then you can also apply in this competition. So then the application procedure is that first obviously you have to do registration, that we will check later, then the application, and then the payment of application fees. So the fees is they have mentioned that the fees is 30 euro that you have to pay after submitting your application. So we will check the application procedure later. Here scholarship amount which is usual in Italy is 16,243. annual, and if you spend a period abroad, then you will get a 50% increase in your scholarship. You can start our application. So application has to be submitted on SA3 platform. So we can open this SA3 platform. Okay, so if you already have an account, so you have to go to in the main menu, and you can translate, or you can choose the English language. Okay, so first you have to do your registration. So if you do not have an account, first you have to do registration, and if you have an account, then you can simply click on the login. So to create an account, click on registration, and then click on this blue tab, web registration. Then here you have to write your name, your surname, your date of birth, then gender, then your nationality, then country of birth, then province of birth, then the city where you were born, and codice fiscalis. So codice fiscalis is generated automatically for foreign students. So once you click on the next, then it will be created automatically. Okay. So in the next step, first you have to choose your country as your permanent address, then province, then your town of your address, then the postal code of your address. Then here you have to write your street address. So and here you can choose your country, then you can write city name, and then your postal code, then street address, then you can write your house number, and then here you have to write the starting date of this residence. So you can write your date of birth, or you can choose any date, it is not much important. And if your permanent address is same as your residence, so the current address or the correspondence address, then click on yes. But if both addresses are different, then choose no, and then you have to enter your correspondence address. So click yes, and then click on next. Okay, on the last step you have to enter your email ID, and then here you have to choose your country code. So let's say +92 for Pakistan, and then write your mobile phone number, and then take this Y sign and click on next. Then you will see the summary of all your data that you have entered, and if you want to change anything, you can change by clicking on this pencil sign for each section, and if everything is okay, then click on confirm. And here you will see the summary of all your data. You will see your name, your surname, your email ID, your password, and your username. So you have to keep save this data, and after saving this data you can log in on the main page. So then enter your username and password and click on sign in. So this is after login you will see this page. Then go again to the menu on the top right side, and then click on home tab, and then click on this admission test, restricted access and master degree. So click here, then click on registration competitive admission exam, then choose corso di dottorato, then click on next. Okay, here you can see all the available PhD programs that we have discussed before. So you have to choose your relevant program. So just an example, we choose PhD in Applied Data Science and Artificial Intelligence. Then scroll down and click on next. Okay, so this course is chosen. Again, click on confirm and proceed. Okay, so you have to choose administrative category. So you can there is only one option, standard places, so choose this one. Okay, so I request the aid in order to sit the exam. So if you need any assistance, if you have any disability, then you can click on yes, but if you do not need any assistance, then choose no. And then here they have mentioned that the possible interview date is 22 June 2026. So you can remember this date. Later you have to check your exam outcome on this date. Then click on next. Okay, so this is the most important phase, as we already checked on the program website that they have mentioned some mandatory documents. So there are also some extra documents. So here any document that is listed under this minimum you have to upload here. If you do not upload here, then system will not allow you to proceed further. You can upload additional documents, but all the documents that are mentioned with at least one minimum under the column minimum that you have to upload, otherwise system will not allow you to go to the next step. So how to upload the documents? So you simply have to click on yes and then click on next button. Okay, here first you have to choose your type of document. So let's say proof of identity, and then in the description you can write like passport, and then you have to attach your document. So after uploading the file, then click on next. So as you can see that file is attached. So if now I click on the no button and move to the next process, then it will show me an error because I have not uploaded all these documents. So to upload all these documents, again we have to click on yes and then click on the next button, and this way you can upload all your documents. So let's say next we upload CV. Okay, next necessary document is transcript. So again click on yes and click on next. So we have to upload all the documents one by one. Okay, so last mandatory document is abstract. Okay, now I have uploaded all these mandatory documents. I can go to next step, but I strongly recommend you that you should upload all the documents that you have, because all the documents that you feel useful, like any additional certificate, any experience letter, any internship letter, English proficiency letter, any document that you feel useful you should upload. And if there is a limited option to upload document, then you can merge all the supporting documents into one file. So after uploading all the documents, you have to click on no and then move to next step. Okay, so these are the documents that I have uploaded. Again click on next button. Okay, so here you have to provide information about your referees. So click on enter reference request. So first you have to write the title like doctor or professor of your referee, then the surname of your referee, then the first name or the middle name of your referee, then your the email ID of your referee, and then these are not mandatory, but it is better if you can at least provide the institution detail. So after entering all this information, you have to click on next button, and similar way you can also add the information of your second referee. But remember that you should first talk to your referee if they are willing to upload a reference letter in support of your PhD application or not, because if you provide the information of a person who later will not upload a reference letter, then it will not help you in your application. So it is better to first have an agreement with the referee and that provide the information. So in this way you can provide the information of both referees. So I can move to the next step because I am making this video just for demo, but you should also enter the information of second referee as well. So then click on next button. Okay, so this is the summary that we have added. So at the end you have to click on complete admission to the competitive exam. Okay, so this is all the data that we have entered so far. So application is submitted. As you can see, that they have mentioned that the registration for the competition exam was completed successfully. If registration fees for the competitive exam is required, then click on the payments. So as I told you that there is an application fees of 30 euros. So to pay your application fees, you have to click here on the payments. And I already made a separate video on how to pay your application fees. You will find the link of that video in video description. So this is all about a PhD application at University of Trieste. If you have any question, you can write in the comment box. I would also like to communicate that you can also book a session with me for different issues, like if you are facing issue during your application process, or if you want me to review your documents, or you are facing any issue during the payment, or you want to discuss different universities in me, so you can contact me for any of issue that you are facing during your admission process in Italy.